maybe. Okay, let's try the other camera. There we go. That's probably a bit better. Hi Lee, how are you? Is your computers all working now, or you still sorting out the gremlins? Right, that one. Okay, short. Excuse me. Did you want to jump in at all? Let me know if you do. Yeah, it's a bit stifling in here today. Okay. So what we're trying to do is, where's it gone? Oh yeah. So the point motor I received the other day, I'm going to get the wire soldered to that now, get into a chop block, and then we'll hop over to the board and we'll get it installed into one of the turnouts. And hopefully, with a bit of luck, should get that bit working this afternoon. Let me get this right. There we go. Let me see. Oh, I'm trying to remember how I did it last time. Was it invite? Copy. There we go. So if anyone wants to jump in and have a chat, help yourself. Okay. Turned on. What are you up to, Lee? Anything there good? Are you building stuff or just having to chill out? Okay, so white, black, green. So it is definitely hot in here today. The fan's going. So if you do hear a bit of a noise in the background, that'll be why. Otherwise, I will most definitely cook in here. If you do a little air con system, that'll be a lot better. Oh, yeah. Turn that down a little bit. Afternoon, Dominique. How are you? Thanks for popping in. Cool. Seems to be that bit done. How is everyone? Should get some music going, shouldn't I, really? Yeah. Everything's fine. That's good to hear. I think the majority of people have been enjoying the weather outside, I think, at the moment. Try that. I think I will change. Get that out of the way. I think this nib needs changing. It is not the best nib in the world. Let that cool down for a minute. So, if you just joined us, basically, I'm just going to replicate one of these onto the new one I received the other day. So I just got all the bits and pieces done. So just a case now of getting the set of wires put on there and then put into a chop block. And then we can get it over to this side now, and we'll get it fitted up to one of the points. Just don't know if that is good enough. Not sure. The kit over there. Let's see what others have got. Let's try that one. Not too sure. I am in the process of ordering some new tips for my soldering iron. There's some of the soldering I'm going to be doing later on in the Locos, where they're going to need to do really, really fine wire onto PCBs. I'm going to need a really fine pointed nib. Just let that cool down for a minute. In basement. Gotcha. Yeah, I see you. 2 seconds.
Hello, mate.
You in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Oh, hang on a second. Guess what I've got to do?
I'm not saying nothing.
Stick the headphones on. How's that?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just you should recognise what I'm working on.
Oh, yeah. That looks familiar.
Yeah, the problem is it mounts different way to how mine used to mount.
Oh, okay.
Mine used to mount sideways. The clips were the sideways.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. I'll move the camera onto the bench.
Yeah.
What I've done some alterations. This is a mock. What I've done, I've actually cut a hole in. I've got to put plastic at the back. I've got to make it all different. I'm modifying the chassis to fit it. It'll work.
Okay.
I've done it before with those motors.
Have you tested that motor, have you? Because I don't know what kind of conditions it's in.
Yeah, it's been bench tested.
Yeah? Oh, okay. Well, at least it's working. At least it's something you can use.
Well, I bench tested it. I've got a controller with crocodile clips on it. I just put power straight to it with the diode, and she was spinning. So
okay.
It works wonders. So,
that's good then. That's the main thing, isn't it?
I just feel a lost part at the moment because I'm not even streaming tonight.
You still having issues with yours, are you?
No. Connie's streaming. We're alternating it.
Oh, okay. No, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. We share it, so Connie's going live, so it's more issue. It's more better. I'm not having issues no more. I've sorted it. I wouldn't be up on panel if he hadn't.
I just thought you were chancing it.
No. I've been working on the laptop bloody all weekend.
Yeah.
Just done a complete restore.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember them days.
It's good fun. I'll be glad to finish my big tower off. I'll be glad to get the parts I need for the other tower, so I can do. I've got a tower that's gonna bit like Anthony's that I can do. I have multiple cameras. I'm gonna have all 7 cameras are going to be set up on OBS.
All right. Okay. Is OBS? I take it is that the alternative to StreamYard? Is it?
OBS is multiple cameras, basically. Right. But I don't know if I'm going OBS or Streamlabs. You can use Streamlabs for multiple cameras as well.
Oh, okay.
There's a load of different softwares out there. There's even Manycam. Manycam is another one
Yeah.
for adding cameras. You can add security cameras and everything through Manycam.
All right. Okay.
That's how Steve Shields does his through security cameras and everything. There's a lot of different ways doing it.
Okay.
Hey, Dominic.
Let's have a look. Dominic, do I do anything in HO? Well, my layout's in 00 scale, so I think that's, if I'm not mistaken, isn't that pretty much the same?
Yeah, the HO and 00. You can run a HO train on HO train on 00.
Take it, it's the same axle space, is it? For the track?
Yeah, track's all the same. Their buildings are slightly a little bit out of scale to 00. There's not much in it. If you look at it, their buildings, they don't look much in it, but they are measurement. If you were to measure them on a HO in a 00,
yeah,
they are totally different. I'm just going to put the camera back. It's not worth having it on the bench because I'm not on the bench today. Just trying.
Yeah. Oh, that's better. That seems to work. Yeah, I was really shocked that this stuff turned up in the post yesterday. It was like, I was looking, I think, well, I've not ordered anything, and Mrs. was looking, and she goes, well, I've not ordered you anything. So yeah, it was quite a nice surprise. There we go. You're not frozen again, have you? You frozen, Lee? I think Lee's frozen. Yeah, so we use the 00 scale, Dominic. So it's pretty much on par with what you have. Yeah, it looks like he's binned out again. So I'll carry on with this until hopefully he comes back in. This will be the tricky one. Let's see where this will actually take. And it has, which is good. Right, so we definitely lost Lee again. Hopefully jump back in. Oh, okay. Good. Yeah, no, that's cool. Let's have a look. Let's try some of that. Yeah, I used to back in the day. Well, when I was a lot younger, I started off with like the plastic military models, 172 scale. I used to do quite a lot of that back in the day. And unfortunately, my previous job took over, so I sort of had to give that up. But no, it was quite good because it's just gives you that time to sort of chill out and just take your mind off things, like, you know. What are you building at the moment, Dominic? Anything good? Apologies for asking. I probably have seen one of your videos somewhere along the lines. So I've seen that many the last week or so. Okay, that's that bit done. Oh, cool. Stay in chat. Okay, yeah, no worries. Right, how much of a gap have I got in here? Okay, so let's make that. I'll take these off then for a minute. So all I've done is just basically mirrored the same sort of wiring colours that I've used for the other point motors. Just makes it easier for me to wire in. When I first started doing this, what I tended to do was put wires straight onto the point motor, but then when they used to fail, you'd have to go through all the hassle either cutting them all off or desoldering them. So what I tend to do now is I put in a chop block, which makes sense because then you can just 2 bolts, bung it into your baseboard, and then connect all the feed wires in afterwards. Just makes it a little bit tidier. So 2 there. There, and turn it around so you get the size. 2 there we go. And as much as possible, any of the offcuts I tend to keep, so they always come in handy. Always handy to keep the offcuts. A bit like a hoarder, really. Tiger 1. Nice. There's also a tray. Really plastic around there. Cool. What's happened there? Where's that? I think my screen has gone off because there we go. So I've got a screen that runs through a second laptop, and I think that's overheating slightly. So it is extremely warm in here today. Because I didn't want to take a chance of running the trains, because obviously that software runs through the second laptop as well. Oh, that actually might be an update. Okay, fair enough. Okay, right, so we'll get these tinned, and then we can start getting them into the chop block. Back on, shall we? Look who's up. Cool. Happy days. So you can just, if you wanted to, you could just put those straight in the chop block. It should more often than not it will make a connection. I just find it easier just to tin the ends, so you don't have any issues with the wires sort of bending or fraying sort of thing. Keeps it all nice and clean. And I think you can get other ones now that have like clips on, so you can just basically wire them all up and just flip the little latches, and they basically bite onto the actual cable themselves. It depends on what you want to do, to be fair. Everyone's got their own little gimmicks and what style fits them. So this is by no means the best way of doing things. It's just how I like to do them. We've got a bit of heat now. That's good. Happy days. Right. Yeah, there we go. So as well, I'm not here. I might as well just say again, just reiterate what I covered the other day. It's a big thank you to the two people who donated, obviously this point motor, and also the Mark III carriage, the GWR one that I received. So wherever you are, thank you very much. It is very much appreciated. And as I said, I put a video up yesterday just to show that carriage being pulled around the layout. Hey Jobberton, how you doing? Nice to see you. Well, not see you, but obviously nice for you to drop in. How's things going with your layout? Any progress? Get that back in a bit more. Oh, okay, cool. You just got the first part of your baseboard done. That's all good then. This one needs to be a little bit shorter. Oh, let's try that. You're getting a lot of useful tips for the YouTube videos and channels. Yeah. Cool. And then obviously nothing should go wrong, but I always like to make sure that when I put these in, I do have a good connection to them. So the last thing you want to be doing is trying to put this into your baseboard, put all your wires in, and find out for whatever reason you've got a dodgy connection. Okay, so and the other thing as well is obviously just to give it a bit of a wiggle around, make sure you're not getting any dry solder joints, because they cause no end of problems. Okay, and the yellow to the green. Fit the switch. Happy days. Cool. That means that the frog is working with a little switch on the PM point. Still a way to go. Yeah, it never finishes, to be fair. You're always going to see something, or you've got an idea or something that you want to do, you know. And I think that's what makes part of the modeling process enjoyable. You don't really know whether you're going to finish or not. There's always tweaks. Okay. Those two. One. Just cut offs. There we go. Hang on with that one. Okay. I think that's not right. No. And let's see if I can move this without dropping it, breaking it again as usual. Definitely need some more cameras. Once I do that, hopefully then I can start getting some more camera angles and feeds. I'll do. Okay. So, which one do we need to do? That was definitely that one. Let's have a look. Tweet. There we go. And first one, hopefully. I think a CDU need a bit more juice. I do need to put another CDU onto this actual box, to be fair, because I'm only using a dual one that's on the other side of the layout, so that's probably why it's not got as much juice on this one. Oh, that one's working. And there. That one there. That one there. Happy days. I think that one. Oh, let's see why. I think. Yes, that was the one that was playing up. Okay. So I think what we'll do then is move this camera out of the way. So I'm not going to knock it for any reason. Stick it on there. Where are we with that? There we go. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can try and install it to this one. If I've got enough room. Just think I have. Okay. So fitting this in is going to be a bit of a pain. Okay, let's have a look. Well, this is awkward. Yeah, and there's voltage on there as well. I could feel it tingling through my arm. Okay, it doesn't seem to want to play. Let's try it for. Okay. Yay, there we go. Right. There's never a clamp around when you need one, is there? Okay. Let's take that out. Okay, right. Right, let's go back to this. So the idea is basically trying to get this done. Remember that thing this is wondering how long it feels. Yeah. In fact, seeing that as I'm not using Railmaster at the moment, I'll just turn it off. There we go. So now you should get no interference on the speaker. And with everything else, everything's always in the way. There we go. Right, let's try it again then. I'll try and see where this is going to fit. To be fair. There we go. Cool. Okay. It might be actually better to So I think we're going to stick it on this one, simply because there is an issue with some clearance on that one. There's another chop block and the wires just sat about here, so I need to move those back slightly. So we're going to put it on this one, I think. Probably be the better bet. Okay. So I'm using is basically just a couple of bits of wire, and the idea is that you want our points to be roughly in the middle. And that allows us to line up the point motor itself. Cool. Right. I'll need a torch. A bit of tape. Right. So, excuse me while I disappear back underneath this again. I'm going to try and put these pads in the right place. I'm just going to stick these sticky pads underneath the point motor body. What this allows me to do is give me a bit of a fighting chance as to where this is going to sit. Excuse me. Right. Oh, good call. There we go. We need that to be in the middle, don't we? Hopefully about there. Right. Just bear with me because it's a bit of a fiddly bit of a thing to get this in place. Yeah. Right. It's not working today. I don't know if I'm going to get this in today. It's a bit of a pig to install. Right, let's try again. Okay, let's try this. I need a bit of tape and a marker pen. Let's see if I can try and mark it out in a better orientation. Right. God, these things are fiddly. Yep, there we go. Okay. Right, let's have a look, see where we are. Oh, go on. This won't work. Right. See if we can get the first screw in. Hopefully, we might be able to get somewhere on this today. I don't think we're going to be able to get this in today. I need another pair of hands, to be fair. I just don't have the room, the guidance on this to do it. Let's try a different way. Let's try this. Okay. So if paint could dry, it would have by now because it is mega boiling in there. I think that's it. I've got one in. I can get this second one in. Could be another chance. There we go. Right, one's in. Let's get this, see if we can get the second one in, shall we? God, these are a pain. Okay, let's hopefully see if there's enough trouble. No. I'm not convinced. No. It's not going to work today, guys. I can't get this installed today. I'm not going to mess about with it. It was sweating absolute nuts up here. I'm glad to get someone to come in and give us a hand. There's limited space underneath there and everything else. So I'm going to sack that one off. It's ready to go. I just can't fit it at the moment. Yeah, hi Mike, how are you doing? Yeah, I've tried that for me. I've used obviously the two wires that holds it in place. It's just a lot of wires and stuff underneath that get in the way, trying to get it in the correct orientation. I'm just trying to see if there's a different. What else could I use? That does actually sound quite antagonizing and inviting, to be fair. The beer. It's just that it's so tight underneath here. I've got cross members going across everywhere. I've got main buzz wires going through. I've got all the feeds from the other points coming down. It's not exactly the best fit. I wonder why that one only works one way. What's the switch? Yeah, that one's going to be a bugger because obviously there's 2 holes in there now, and it's going to be an absolute pain to get those repositioned. Yeah, I don't blame you. Okay. Let's see what else we've got. Maybe I could do something different. I'll try it with tape one more time, see how I get on. I think this time, where's those holes gone? They are cumbersome, these point motors to put in, and obviously the better ones have a template and everything you can fit to them, which is all well and good if you can afford to pay 30-40 quid a point motor. I certainly cannot do that. Right, let's try this one more time. And we're in. That needs to be at least halfway. Swing that way. And a bit over. So where it is at the moment. It just doesn't make any sense. Where's the drill? I'm still not convinced that's in the right place. Oh my god. Yes! Whew, hey, well done. Right, bloody hell. God, blimey. I think I do need a beer after that one. God, that's ridiculous. Oh, dear. Awesome, right. So, nice and free. It's sending it all the way. No gaps. Brilliant. Just need to make sure now this thing is going to work. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I know. This was supposed to be a 20-minute video. I think it's taken me, what, 40 minutes to get that bloody thing in? Never mind. Right, okay. So if we can get some wires to that panel now. Which one was that one again? One to there, isn't it? So that one, that middle one. Okay. Let's get a couple of wires. So I'm definitely going to go get that red bottle of wine and at least have a couple of glasses tonight. There, to there. Okay. Please do not try this at home. How's that? Is that better? I think it's because I swapped cameras. It's turned it off. I should be back on now. Yay! There we go. Happy days. Yeah, when I swapped the camera over to the internal camera, it didn't automatically switch to the internal mic, which isn't. I don't know why it's done that, because normally it picks it up from the USB one. But hey ho. Okay, so as I was saying before, from the excitement of trying to put this point motor in, I think there is a template that Gauge Master came out with for these seeps. If so, it might be worth investing your money on those, like, you know. There's the matchstick or the cable thickness between the point blades. It does a good job. Yeah. What's going on here? There we go. But you have to have something in to keep those blades in the middle. If you try and put a point motor in, whether it's left or right, it is literally a gamble as to whether that's going to be lined up correctly. Okay, Choberton, no worries. Thanks for dropping in. Much appreciated. We'll catch up with you again. I'm running out of solder. I have to get some new solder. Crikey. See you later, Chris. A little more. Good. Happy days. Okay. What's that, Lee? Okay, let's get this. That one. Okay. Get that on. Right, just going to pop down here for a second to put these wires onto the control panel. Just give me a second. Okay, that's on. Turn that off for a minute. Oh, spare roll. Sorry. That's all right, Lee. It's not a problem. But thank you anyway for the suggestion. No, I'm okay, mate. I think I've got enough just to finish this off. But I'll probably do a shop at the end of the month anyway. I need some IPA and some other bits and pieces. But thank you very much for the offer. It's much appreciated. Right, let's have a look. Screwdriver. Let's see if we can get these in. One. Second time's a charm. I just try and twist these around just to sort of keep them in some sort of order. They don't have to be a tight twist. It's just so they've not got thousands of wires spiraling everywhere. Okay. Right. Let's see where we're going. That one in. How's that train coming along, Lee? Have you managed to sort out the motor? Any progress? As we chatted about an hour ago. What do I need from there? Minimum feed, don't I? I need a blue. Blue and a black. That's warming up. Get some more blue. So what else doing then? What's that there? Just fit parts to fix. Just it'll be in vid done on how I made it. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, look forward to that then. Happy days. I'm going there. Man, it is warm up here. So my intention was to do some weathering today, do some spraying and stuff. It's just too hot in here, and to put a mask on as well. It's not worth it. So I'll wait for a cooler time to do that. Compressor's all down there. Checked it this morning, so that's all working dandy. I've just got to check the paints. It's only weathering paint that I'm using, just to blend in the bottom part of the chassis and the bogies and that sort of stuff. So if it's cooler next weekend, I might do it then. And as soon as I walked in here this afternoon, I was like, nah, it's not going to be any good. But it's good because it allows me to do other stuff, which is the main thing, because plate motors are an absolute pain in the ass. They're not. Sometimes they're really easy. They go in within like minutes, and other times it's just a lot of struggle. So I didn't get much too much shorts up this week because we had a train strike. I think most of the UK had a train strike, didn't they? So there's only a couple of bits that were running Friday and Saturday. I did manage to get a couple going through this morning when I was taking the dog out. So I'll probably put those shorts up during the week. Good. Okay. Right. Let's see if we can get these in. What's that like? Okay, so take one in. And piggyback it. Oh, this one. Let's piggyback it on. Let's see where it's this way. should have bought another camera down here, shouldn't I? Really, spent half the time on the bloody floor. Hearing me. Should get this in there. Jeffy, that chick always likes to cause you issues. Okay, that's that one in. One last one to do. Hopefully, then I'm hoping this is going to work. What's wrong with these screws? They're really cracked. Okay. I have no idea now if it's going to work or not. Oh my god, it does. Okay. Let's just make sure that wasn't a fluke. Okay. Finally. My god. Right. So, settings. Go back to the USB camera. Audio. In fact, I'll leave it on the internal mic. It seems to be picking me up. Okay, so a bit of luck now. So bring that in. That was the one we were looking at. And it's working superbly. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so that's that one done, which is good on actually, because obviously this one then can feed into the left or the right for the refuel depot area. So that's all good. So the only one I do have to do is obviously this one here. I'm going to have to get a shorter chop block in there for that point to move in. That one's done. That's done. all those three done, all these down here are done. So it is literally now this one to figure out what's causing the problem, because it only flicks one way. If I try and move downwards, but it won't move up for some reason. And at the moment I can't tell if that's the switch or the point itself, the point motor. It moves one way but not the other. So at the moment I'm edging on it's the actual point motor. So there's just those two to do. I've got a spare one. The rod on this is too short to go into there, and it's definitely too short to go in there because I've actually raised this bed up quite a bit. So I'm still going to need another 2 point motors to go into these two. But essentially, the main path in should allow everything to go into there now. So yeah, one more done. So he says. There we go. Come on. You know, you play around with things, and all of a sudden, everything goes weird. Definitely need another CDU. There's not enough power into that. This one's working literally seconds ago. So, what has changed? There we go. Just caught a piece of wire that when I was messing around with earlier on. One of the wires that just part of the buzz wire just got caught underneath where the arm was, so I've just moved it out of the way. There we go. Happy days. Cool. There we go then. Brilliant. What have we got here? Hi Mike, how are you? Hi Artie. How you doing? Dry solder or check the switch is working before you put. Yeah, I might do actually. I'll look into that in a bit actually, just to see if it's possibly the switch. I need to order a new set of those anyway, but that's not going to be till the end of the month. But yeah, it quite possibly. You'd like to think it's that, wouldn't you? Maybe just a dodgy switch. Yeah, that can go there. Whew, man, it is warm in here. Okay, so let's have a look at this again. That's there, don't we? Okay, no, that's fine. Let's just plug that back in a minute. That turned on. Voltmeter. Let's just have a quick look at the volt. See if it is that one. What's that? Which one was it now? Is it this one? Yes, it was that one. So what you can do on this, croc clips. That'd be handy. Right about now. Oh. Yeah, that's working. Okay. So that's right. So all I'm going to do is just going to switch this thing over and see if it is the switch or not. Right, let me solder it. There he is. Yep, that one's still working. Okay, so let's put those two switches on the spare switch because I know that definitely works. Right, back to there. Yeah. Good spotlight. It's the switch. So that switch will have to be replaced. Let's just check that again. Yeah. Yeah. So that'll be a new switch that I've got to order. Yeah, it's the switch that's dodgy. So that saved me a few headaches, I suppose. Nothing worse than changing the point motor out. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, they are brand new switches, Marty. But it's like anything in it. Sometimes you always get one or two that just aren't quite sort of built correctly inside, are they? So, but no, thanks for the tips on that. That was a relatively easy fix. So I've moved it onto a spare switch for now. So that point's now working. Yeah, absolutely, Mike. Cheers for that. So I'll get a new pack of switches probably the end of the month. And that one will be changed out. But yeah, relatively good fix. Right, let's turn that off. Right. Let's get rid of that. Turn off. sure these all still work. So that one works. That one's now working. That one behind there is working. That one's still. I definitely need to get CDU in this box. Try and draw power from the other side of the layout. It's killing it. Yeah, and that all works as well. Cool. So I'm going to do that cover on that switch so I know which one it is and push it through. And I'll get that changed in time. Brilliant. Right, guys. I'll probably, what time is it now? So it's nearly 4 o'clock. I best go and do some food for me and the missus. Thanks for joining the stream. Apologies, I didn't get quite around to doing any of the weathering today. It would just be purely impractical to try and do anything in this heat in here. But at least I managed to get, obviously, the point motor's working, and obviously with Mike and Artie's help, quickly resolved that dodgy switch, so that's a bonus. So, yeah, happy days. Anyway, yeah, no worries, Marty. Brilliant. Rough operator. Happy days. No worries. All right, guys. Thanks very much for joining, and I'll catch up with you hopefully next weekend. Bye for now. Will do, Mike. Cheers. And you. Cheers, Lee. Speak to you in a bit.